Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called A Sparkling New Year, New Me. The ingredients you need to make this new me drink are a half a cup of freshly squeezed grapefruit juice, some ice, 1 ounce of lime juice, 1.5 ounces of simple syrup, 2 ounces of tequila, and then you want some champagne to top it off. So here's how we're gonna start, you guys. We're gonna take one of our grapefruit slices and rim our cup with some nice coarse salt. Get it nice and coated. Okay, and then after that, we are going to get our cocktail shaker, get our ice. We're gonna take all of our liquids, so our 2 ounces of tequila, our grapefruit juice. I don't really like grapefruit, so I'm not gonna use a lot. Then we're going to take our simple syrup. Okay. And I forgot about our lime juice. The fun part. We're gonna shake it till it gets nice and cold. One of my titties is shaking, that's weird. Then we are going to pour. And it's okay if you like a little bit more alcohol. We're not done, you little alcoholics. Happy New Year! We're gonna top it off, baby. Top it off with a little champagne. Top it off with the champagne. Put your garnish, because we like pretty things over here. So you're gonna garnish it with a grapefruit wheel and a lime wheel. Cheers. Sparkling New Year, new me.
Well, you guys, Happy New Year's and welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions. How are you?
Y'all? I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you have salt on yours? I have salt.
I didn't have any salt. I was back there rushing and trying to be a housewife.
Okay. Well, I guess that makes me your husband because now I got the top hat on. I was trying to figure out how my veil went and I was like, what is going on with my veil? I don't know.
It's wild, but it's cute.
Because it's like stuck. It can't go too many places.
Yeah, I couldn't find a cute way to pin mine. That's why I just put this one on. And it went better with the color
It's kind of like, it does match. It kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of like the little aliens when they have the 2 little buns and stuff. Or the antennas.
Kiki, it's 2025.
Well, not really.
Yeah, we're pre-recording the episode. We're living
but it's about to be there like tomorrow.
It is.
You know, sometimes I dread the new year. Sometimes I get really excited about it. I am choosing to have a very positive outlook. And
come on.
I do have things that I already know about that I'm...
Whitley
you need to come on. Y'all know I'm a single mother these days.
You gentle parenting. Shai would have got snatched up.
And then she gonna be barking because she ain't used to all that. And then we're both gonna be traumatized. But you know, reflecting on this year of motherhood that I've had, because you know I adopted my dogter last year. I think on the 20th. Dogter?
Oh, like daughter.
But dogter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. When I adopted her last year, it took a while for her to come to me because I needed to make sure she had her shots. And she had to come to me all the way from Ohio. She was so dirty when I rescued my baby. I was just like, what was y'all doing in the transportation? Why is my baby... I'm just glad she's in a good home now where she is loved and cared for tremendously. I do a little bit of gentle parenting.
Okay.
I notice that when I'm around men, they tend to be more stern. Like my brother with his dog is very different than me. And I'm like, oh, don't treat my little nephew like that. And I'm like, my nephew's soft. He's a Yorkie.
Oh. Well, I have a little baby Yorkie, and
Well,
sometimes
she ain't no baby.
she ain't. But
She's your baby.
She's my baby, and she gets I gotta get a little rough with Shy though. She from Chicago.
Oh, well. Little Twizzy be getting attacked by dogs. He's been attacked twice. I know, right? Somebody's pit bull.
Why is nobody protecting? That's because his parent is a dad, and that's
it's not even that. The person who had the pit bull didn't have control of their dog, and they had this wild animal out here.
The first time, but what was the second time?
Well, it's not the same dog. It's just different instances and different people having the dog.
So the reason why I said that was because when I have Shy out, and I know how Shy, as soon as if accidents happen there, but I'd be like, let me just pick her up.
But that's you as a parent. I'm saying if different people have the dog other than who has it. Anyway, this pit bull, 2 pit bulls, and attacked my little nephew, and I was sad about it. But little Twizzy is okay. And he still has a strong bark, just like Shy. I guess that's the Yorkie in him. They be talking a lot of shit. Okay. Anyway, what have you been up to, and what are you looking forward to?
Well, wait, before we jump into that, I wanted us to give everybody a message about going into 2025. So whatever you think that your message is that you want the listeners to hear about leaving 2024 and going into 2025, here is what I want to say.
Okay.
I want y'all to say good riddance to 2024 and everything that was in it. Everybody might not make it with you to 2025, and you might be shocked at some of the people that don't. And 2024 may have been a rough ride. But 2025 is a totally different year, and I really do want to try to spark, like you said, some positivity into going into the new year, and really believing that you're gonna stay true to whatever it is goals that you have set, whatever it is that you wanted to try. 2025 just feels so different. It feels different from any other year that I've ever entered. And so I really do wish everybody an amazing year. Something you wanted to try, bitch, try it. A nigga you wanted to holler at and you scared of him, holler at him. Send him the letter, put the note on his car, put it under the windshield wiper. You wanted to lose some weight, bitch, lose the weight. This is the year. Get in the gym and really do it. You want some veneers? Get them. You want to get fillers and get some lip plump? Get the lip plump, because I'm about to get my chin done. Do the things that you want to do this year. It is 2025 and everybody did not make it. Please believe in yourself. For me, 2025 is the year of actually believing in yourself, not just reading the books and just telling yourself it and not believing it. You actually, even if you don't believe it, you apply it. You just apply it. You be like, I don't even think I could do this shit. Just do it. Just do it. You scared to speak up for yourself? Bitch, speak up. What they gonna do? It is 2025. The cars is about to be flying and dogs is getting gentle parented. Kids don't get whooped no more. Speak up for yourself. Make yourself pretty. Do what the fuck you want to do and stop letting men disrespect you. If the relationship ain't working, even if he's a great man, leave him. If you not happy, go somewhere where you are. If you not being treated right by your friends, tell them about themselves. If you want to go to Africa, buy the trip to Africa, even if you can't afford it. Just start doing shit.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Okay. I just had to get it off my chest.
You had to get some things out. I understand. Well, I thought that I was going to share mine at the end after we do our reflections, because it was on the thing. But I'll say this to start, and maybe I'll have something else to say. I will say that the thing that has been on me lately that I keep thinking about is the stuff that keeps upsetting you, not serving you. You feel irritated by it constantly. It is okay. It is okay to leave some things. It's okay to stop. It's okay to say no. It is okay to make changes. It is okay if you want a change, because the only way to truly have change in your life is for you to incite change, right? Because you don't always want to be the person where everything is happening to you. Take some control and then stop allowing fear. This is something I'm telling myself, so I'm going to say it like I already believe it.
Come on.
But this is something that I hope that anybody who can relate to this will say to themselves or whoever. Stop allowing fear to keep you from living your best life, keep you from being happy, keep you from everything else. Sometimes you never know what will happen because you're so fearful. And it's crazy when you find out because I have been on the other side of this a few times. You're scared of something. You're fearful of something, right? You're afraid to do whatever that changes, whether it's speak up, whether it's do things differently than you normally would, or take somebody else's advice, whatever the change is. When you do it, sometimes it will ignite a special kind of fire under your ass when you do that, and then change comes, and it's bigger, better, or whatever adjective you want to use that is better than what you thought you wanted, and you see that it could be something else. Sometimes the only thing that's holding you back is the thoughts and how you talk to yourself, and like, stop. That has been what I have been telling myself all year, and it took me a very long time to believe it. But I'm believing it now. It's still a work in progress, but you got to stop doing it and just like, it's okay. Nothing is wrong with that. So I hope that everybody celebrated New Year's in a safe way. I hope nobody got themselves into any predicaments. But on the spirit of positivity, I hope that you continue to think about it and don't just do it right now because it's the new year. Keep checking in with yourself. Keep checking in with anyone you care about throughout the year, and just try to keep the spirit alive and don't let it die in February, because we all know that happens. And you know, life be life, and it happens. Yeah. But just try to keep going.
Yeah. I was listening to the Woman Evolve podcast, and the guest was Dr. Anita Phillips. And one thing that she said, and it was just like, it made everything just so like, sometimes the new year can feel like all this pressure, and you're like, oh, what is the year going to be? And she was like, you know what? I started to look at it like, if I wake up on January 1st and I am able to take a deep breath in and breathe out, I made it. Commend yourself for that. You made it. You made it. You made it.
Yeah. So before we get into everything else that we're going to talk about today, I do have a little weird sex story.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
These people made some bad decisions, and I just got to tell you about it because y'all, this is another crazy story that y'all sent me, and hopefully these people don't bring this behavior into the new year, or at least into the workplace.
I'm scared.
Well, I can't even just dissuade you from that feeling. All right, so this story is about some people working at a VA facility. Now,
Thank you for your service.
Not this service that I'm about to talk about, though. We are not thanking them for this. And it just gave me a flashback to this summer when I was in the hospital with somebody, because they went to the VA hospital, and I was pissed off, and I wanted to write in to some lobbyists to find out who is over Veterans Affairs, because it ain't no way that people been out here serving our country for however long. I don't care if they did a short stint or a long stint, and these people walking around with missing limbs, missing eyes, and their minds are fucked, and y'all are just being lax. But anyway, I don't even know what's going to happen with the VA in the future. Come a couple of weeks. But anyway, there was an investigation about a VA facility out in Tennessee. Y'all, 12 officials who worked down there decided that they were feeling frisky. And they decided to have an orgy. One employee also had sex with 32 different coworkers. Why y'all keep fucking at the job? I don't think working down there is stressful, because it don't seem like too many people doing too much. It seems pretty lax. But y'all had an orgy. And then somebody else went and fucked 32 different people. That is just wild. So there's been this whole investigation going on, because obviously that is not okay. The VA officials in the state have resigned amid the probe. This is where it was, the Mountain Home VA Medical Center, also known as James H. Quillen VA Medical Center. So if that's where you've been going, or you know somebody who's been going,
do they live there? Is it like a living?
No, they work there. This is a hospital,
and they just decided to have an orgy in the hospital.
While people over there losing their minds, probably shitting on themselves, they dying, they got fevers, they got COVID, all kind of stuff is happening. Like anybody who has been in the military can go to the VA facility and they are waiting for help. A waiting room down there is scary because you see people like, all jokes aside, they be down there coding and stuff. It's like stressful, and it's like you see the workers just chilling. And now to know somebody in the back was having an orgy, I want to know when they gonna investigate down over there in Decatur off Claremont Road, because it's a reason it's real slow over there. I don't know, but I mean, I'm just saying somebody might want to look into it. Anyway, they was doing too much over there, so I just want to tell everybody who keeps thinking about fucking their coworkers, and especially fucking at work, please don't. But if you are, one at a time. Because goddamn, you're doing a whole orgy and then fucking 32. Well, maybe the 32 coworkers were over a course of time, but a 12-person orgy. 12 of y'all need to be working because somebody is in the waiting room, and I just don't think that's okay. And not thank you for y'all service, but thank you to all the other vet services. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's it for Weird Sex this week. Y'all, stop.
All right, ladies. You know, we love to come out with the podcast every week and make y'all laugh and kiki and think deeply, but we also like to make sure we give you tips on how to keep that thing juicy and wet. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I love VB Health, because they have products that are specifically for vaginal health. And if you own a vagina, then you need to be worried about vaginal health. Get on top of it. Stay ahead of it. Get your vitamins, probiotics and prebiotics. Soaking wet is made by medical doctors. I love that. That makes me feel comfortable. That makes me feel better. I make sure I pop my pills every morning. I keep some in the car. I keep some in my room. Like I never forget to take my slippery, wet pills. That's not really what they call, but I like to call them that because it just sounds sexier. But keep those vaginas healthy, you guys, and we want to help you. So go to vbhealth.com, use code CockTales to get 10% off. And if you have a friend that is just like, you know, I don't know what I need, I'm kind of feeling like a dry Sahara desert down there, gift her this for Christmas. These are good stocking stuffers, and they won't be offended. Be like, girl, I'm just trying to help you. It's cuffing season. And if you miss the season, you really need to prepare with some soaking wet. Check it out.
Okay.
Have you ever had sex with a coworker?
We're not going to worry about that. If I did, it sure wasn't down at the job.
I'm just like, you just can't wait till you get home? Like,
right.
What's wrong with everybody? Like, why?
I definitely have, yeah. But I wasn't doing it at work. And I am removed from that life. That is so
ghetto. Like, it is really, I am removed from that life too. It's
I was depressed.
I was poor
and young.
And
that
sad.
too. I was every negative thing that you could think, but ugly.
Wasn't ugly now. Okay. That's why I was getting chosen.
God had me.
Now, listen.
But I was delusional. I was sad. I was depressed. My self-worth was at the bottom. It was up underneath.
I still look at
chair.
my sex work. Well, wait, not sex work. Sex.
I'm gonna say that. Wait a minute. That's a chapter we didn't open.
Work sex situation. And I just be like, I just can't believe that happened. If you guys are, you know, OG CockTales listeners, and you know it was the husband and the wife, and it was a lot.
I didn't know it was gonna get into it.
Yeah, that was just, I look back on that, I'm just like, where was I? Like, what was going on?
I was lost. But
I was
now
lost.
I'm found. And so sometimes anybody who like jumps in the show, sometimes it is good to bring those things back up, because maybe people don't know. Sometimes we can come down hard on people, but I think that for the both of us, when we come down real hard, it's because we've been there. And you need to go back and listen, because now we are reliving it and we just want to save you. I try not to talk to people too hard because I don't really receive that well, but sometimes y'all do. So I just try it out. And whatever we can do to help y'all.
I don't talk to people really hard unless I'm drunk. And then if I'm not drunk and I'm talking to you about like a situation that I've been in, I'm more so just being like, I'm going to be very soft with you because I know you're still going to do it. Point blank, period. You don't care about the experience. You don't care about what happened. You're still going to do it. But I'm just here to let you know you're going to sit in the bathtub and cry.
A lot of times I think that sometimes people just want to be heard. They don't really want advice. And that's the best time, because then I don't need to be getting myself all stressed out about whatever you're going through. And I'm going to be here every step of the way to hear the tea. I would like to hear it. Because I'm not trying to make them mistakes no more, but the stories are entertaining. It's sad that it's somebody's real life, but go ahead and tell me, girl. I'll listen. I can be a listening ear. And if you want feedback, just say something and I'll give it. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for Weird Sex. In the spirit of reflecting in the new year, last year we did a whole like recap.
I loved that, our last year's New Year's episode. That
was
crazy
fun.
because it seems like it was just yesterday. It's actually 2025.
I know, it's so crazy. It's such a long way away. I was watching something on TV and it was like a long time ago, but when we were alive, not that old, but it was like, oh, the future in 2025. It don't look like that, but it's very close. There's a lot of things that are happening. I'm like, that's so crazy that this is the future.
This is the future.
That movies that haven't been around for 200 years, we're thinking about it, and we're here.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
And you don't have to say who. Is there anybody
I won't. You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me.
Is there anybody who is not making it to 2025 with you? Not that because they died, not like not like that, but just like you're just like you're really. I thought you were coming with me and you're not.
I should say yes, but no. I think that I did a lot of cutting off the past 2 years.
You was snipping into. You was like snip.
I need change, especially last year when I was stressed the fuck out. Oh no, baby, you are stressing me out more. My hair is falling out. I am tired of picking up all this hair off the bathroom floor. Yeah, I think that everybody. I don't know. And if I forgot about you, well, oops, you slid through the cracks, but you will get the boot before February. I don't think I'm leaving anybody behind this year. I don't think. I hope not. I have really it's not been that many people that I have interacted with. And it was lonely at first. It was different. But as the year went on, it was like, I forgot. And it's like, oh, well, maybe you feel lighter because you're not even thinking about that anymore. And it was weighing you down. And that's part of it. And sometimes you do have to let people go. Sometimes it's for a season. Sometimes it is forever. And that's all right. I try not to look at it always as a bad thing unless they did something really bad. But yeah, I don't think so. What about you? Yeah.
Unfortunately. And
a lot
sad.
of people are just...
It's just two people. And it's sad. And it's really interesting because I've been doing a lot of reflecting and a lot of recapping. It's just reels running in my head, like personal reels. You ever have that happen where it's like your own little Instagram
Isn't it weird?
reel? Yeah. You can
I wish
see
I could put it together just so I could watch it like on the TV to let it hit home for real.
Yeah, like you wish you could. That maybe that's coming in 2025 where you can just like
maybe
can Bluetooth your mind to the TV.
What if? But I wouldn't want that because what if it glitches?
And it's just stuck? Or like
no, what if it glitches and it starts playing when everybody don't need to see? It could be like this right here. Next thing we know, the monitor for the camera starts glitching and it's replaying everything. And I don't need everybody to see everything.
That would be a really good Black Mirror episode. And it's like all of a sudden you have to really master the craft of alignment. Oh, okay.
We gotta stop saying this stuff.
Dude, they're gonna start stealing our shit. We're gonna see it on Netflix, and I'm suing somebody. Give me my royalties. So I was gonna say, wait, before I say it, speaking of the Instagram reels running in your head, it's really interesting. I was telling my sister the other day, I was like, wow, sometimes I feel crazy, like the way that I see these visions in my mind. Like it's like
That's So Raven.
Bro, but it'd be like movies.
Past.
And it's like, there's this me in my head, and I'm standing there. And everything was going so great. I was so happy. Everybody was there. I'm looking beautiful. And I'm still in there I still look good. And she's in there, like Medina's in there. And it's not me, Medina. It's the real Medina in my mind. Real, REEL. It's this real. And now she's standing there and she's like, okay, bitch, why did we just push pause? Where the fuck did everybody go? Like she's literally, I can see her right now. She's standing there just looking like we were just having a great time. What the fuck happened? It's absolutely weird. I've never had this type of experience before. So I can see her though, but she's like, I'm like, just hold on. We're going to push play again in a second. We had to pause this, but there's definitely some
people who won't make it.
Some people who won't make it. And it's weird because when I went to the Woman Evolve conference, for my birthday. That was my gift to myself.
Yes.
And I was very intentional about it. I was very like,
You were excited about it.
I was so excited about it. And that was something where I was like, I've never been to a women's conference. I told you that. And I knew the theme was surrender, but I didn't know what I was surrendering. And I'm not like, I'll talk about it eventually on the show. Right now won't be the day because I haven't really like.
You had a process.
Yeah, you got to process things. And so when I was there, I went with my sister, me, and one of my childhood friends, Sharina. We didn't plan this, but she was there. And so we went together. And the whole theme of the Woman Evolved conference was surrender. And Sarah Jakes kept talking about how like, when y'all get back home from this conference, shit is going to shake up. And I was like, bitch, I shouldn't be calling the pastor a bitch, but I was like, who are you talking to? I felt offended. Like, I felt attacked. I was like, I'm good. Like, ain't nothing, I don't really have nothing to, I was in there and I was worshiping and I was doing all it was great. It was an amazing experience. I saw Carla there, B. Simone was there. It was amazing. And I'm like, everybody's crying, talking about what they about to surrender.
And you feel like you don't have nothing to surrender.
And then I got home and Kiki.
It hit.
So much fell apart in my life in 2024 that I haven't talked about. And so going into 2025, like without certain people, it is so painful. But I also see dang, like you needed it. You know what I mean? When you're like.
Sometimes it's almost like so cliche, but sometimes those most painful lessons when you thought that you couldn't pick yourself back up again are the ones that you really need. And they're also the ones that are going to be the true mark of the change, like a real change. Like, you know how we try to make little changes all the time. And that's great. But sometimes things happen and a big change happens where you don't go back. You're not spinning the block. You are not repeating that, even if you have to build a wall up. I don't advise that for everybody, but if you feel like you are a weak ass bitch like I have been and can be in many times, you have to. And fuck what everybody says about you having your wall up. If you know that you do not make good decisions, put that wall up until you are ready and feeling confident in yourself to make good decisions, because you got to do it. Yeah. Because when I've looked back on my reels, it's just like, what in the Tubi movie hell is going on, bitch? You weren't raised like this. You wouldn't advise anybody else to do this. You're not that fucking bored. You can keep telling yourself, oh, it's bored, I did this. Oh, it's bored, I did this. And that's part of it. But like, what is it really? You weren't feeling like you wanted to feel. And you were doing things that you knew would fill your void quickly, even if they weren't real. Is that what you want for your whole life? Time is passing you by.
And sometimes, even to that, like sometimes you really don't realize it. Because like I was saying, like in the Christmas Eve episode, like your mind, your brain will sometimes try to save you in a way where it's also like turning against you because it's romanticizing something that shouldn't be, whether it's a friendship, whether it's how you're eating, whether it's just whatever you're allowing in your life, and you keep trying to like push things and make things work and fit triangles into circles. It can be the slightest thing. Everything doesn't have to be like a nigga's going upside your head and it's like, okay, right, you really need it. Sometimes it can be like the most subtle things, and you have these like, it's so interesting because like 2024 was really rough for me, but in the same breath, I can say that like God was talking to me, and I didn't know it was God talking to me because I've never really had like a spiritual journey like I have this year. And so I didn't know how to tell like what it like I was
how to identify it.
Yeah, how to identify it. I was having like these moments happen in moments where it was like, but this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense that this is something I should be ending when it's going so great. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. And it's like, Kiki, when I tell you, it's just been like a total shift of like going into 2025 and really like, okay, bitch, here we go. And for me, I feel like I'm buckling up for like a healing journey, one that I've never experienced before. And I thought I had before, but this is a totally different type. It's like, I'm scared, but I don't say scared in a negative way though. It's just like,
What
I
makes you
can't
scared?
I can't see what's unfolding, but I know that it's good.
It's like scary because it's like you're venturing off into the unknown.
Mm-hmm. And making like decisions on my own to be like, you can't come. It's not like this dramatic unfolding happened. It's just like, I gotta listen now.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting. 2025 is very interesting. It's very, there's a plan.
Do you find that lately you have been spending a lot more time by yourself in your own thoughts without other people's influence?
I feel like lately I've been getting a lot of influence from God.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but you're alone, like no people here that you can see and touch.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it crazy how you see things different and how you feel different in those moments?
Mm-hmm. And it changes your life. And you be trying to hold on to stuff. And it's just, I don't know. I'm sharing this because like I feel like you just got to share stuff. I feel like people don't really share a lot of like your journeys when it's like kind of rough. And I want to because somebody listening to the show might be feeling like, dang, I feel like I'm losing everything.
Mm-hmm.
But try to find like the silver lining in it and pay attention to what you're supposed to learn in the loss, in the struggle, in the you keep getting done dirty by niggas, in the you keep settling for like less and like you think you
or
thought
even what you don't want, because sometimes it's not necessarily less, it's different, and it's just like, well, I got this, so I should keep it, but it's not really what you want.
And sometimes those things start to unfold and it's okay. I was listening to an Abraham Hicks. I listened to a lot of Abraham Hicks. Abraham Hicks. Now, she is somebody where if you start listening to her, you are going to be like, what the fuck is she talking about? And then one day you'll be like, oh my gosh, like it makes sense because it makes sense. And she talks a lot about like letting people go or letting things go, even if it's somebody dying. And I won't go into it now because it'll bore you. But if you guys are going through something where you feel like you're experiencing a lot of loss or you feel like your life just got flipped the fuck upside down. I'm talking about the fuck upside down. You going to church on a Saturday. I was at church on a Saturday. A Saturday.
You know what? I'm not making fun of this situation, but I told one of my homegirls, I said, we need to check on our friend because we text friend and was like, hey girl, what you doing this weekend? And she said, nothing girl, but I'm going to church on Sunday. And she don't never go to church. And so I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. But for a person who does not go to church and they suddenly go to church and they just said that they just left church too, like it's Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. You are not a Seventh-day Adventist. What's T sis? You can't sing. You wasn't at choir rehearsal. Like what's going on? And again, nothing wrong with it, but sometimes you be like, oh, I didn't know my friend was going through something. Look at the patterns. 3 months ago, it was, I don't know, it could have been anything. Oh, I'm going out. Oh, I'm with my man. All of this stuff. Now, all of a sudden, it's nothing but this. And so that's fine. And that can be good. But sometimes, I think when people's patterns change, no matter what it is, whether it's good or bad, check in on your people.
Go to church with her. Because here's what I will say. I was like, it's not a bad thing. It's like something happened that was like, only God can get me through this. Let me go ahead and listen.
And when people feel like that, even though only God truly can, you can still be there for the person and let them know that like, okay, you can talk to God, but you don't know if this is the moment when he's going to say something back. Sometimes I have been praying and said different things and it's just like, okay, I guess I got to sit in it. Or maybe I wasn't listening last time. So you like, go back to what my last message.
I really wonder what God be looking at us like. You think he be rolling his eyes like, bitch, I just told you, leave that nigga alone. Let him go. Come on, give her the heartache. Cue the heartache, Gabriel. Sit down there and punch her in her heart. Punch her in her chest. Since you don't want to listen.
I am on Do Not Disturb a lot of times. He's like, baby, per my last email, per my last situationship, per my last heartbreak, Per my last, he ain't even call you back, and now you drunk in the street blowing somebody's phone up. Grow up. You about 50. It's other people on the line, Kiara.
I don't have
you
time for
hogging
you. Send it to Lucifer.
because that's where you about to go.
I'm
That's
not
the
playing
road
with y'all no more. I bet God be up there like, I'm not playing with you niggas no more. Listen.
And that's why we got global warming and a slew of fuck niggas with podcasts.
Oh, 2025.
Anyway, I didn't think it was going to go there. But, you know, sometimes the spirit moves you how it moves you. And God knows my heart. And while my language is not always great, my heart is. I always make the best choices. But again, my heart is because he is there. And you just never know.
Yeah.
When a message will come through. I bet you didn't think you was getting a word today, did
Oh,
you?
they got a little word. Maybe we need to start a little church.
No, not while I'm drinking.
Well, let me tell you a little secret.
You be drinking at church?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm progressive, but not that damn
I be in
progressive.
church and I go to the front and I be worshiping and I be on
In
my
the front
own.
row?
Not the front. I go to the fourth row. That's just my
Okay.
row. I feel very like
That's
safe
comfortable.
there. But whenever
Close.
whenever I have a moment at church and so afterwards this has happened several ways. Somebody will either DM me and be like, I don't think this was you, but were you just at Live crying?
Y'all could have left the crying part out. Where you at Live on Sunday? And not in Miami, baby.
Or sometimes it'll be like we do like right after they do the worship service, you go and you do a meeting. They're like, everybody go say hi to each other. And then I'll go say hi and someone will be like, I'd be looking different in church. So it's like, I don't have any makeup on. It's just not very like, I know I'm gonna be crying most of the time. So like, so when people are like, oh, I listen to CockTales, I'm always like, oh God, okay. Hey. I'll be like, hey, oh, okay. Hey, how we doing? How we doing?
I know a similar feeling when I go home. Y'all know, if you new here, you don't. But if you my granddaddy is a pastor. And he's still a pastor, blind and all. He has not stepped down. When I go back to Louisiana and I go to church and we're in the fellowship hall, everybody loves to come up. Oh, I've been watching your podcast.
I know, it's so uncomfortable, but it's also like, thank you, girl.
I'd be like, thank you. Can we talk about it later? Hit me up. If you see me on the ground, hit me up on there. Not here. I'm trying to be a good girl today.
Yeah.
And he's still asking how to listen.
And you should send him a link.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. But Kiki, let me tell you this. I am considering, I'm going to be auditioning to be on the worship team in my church. Like on the, like singing.
Like the choir or something different?
They don't call it the choir. I don't know if that's a new thing.
This is new.
It's called the worship team.
And do y'all dance too?
They don't dance, but like you got to audition.
I thought it might be like a mix of the choir and the praise dancing team. Oh, okay.
No, if
it's called worship, I thought it might be like that.
It's kind of a white church.
They do it all.
They're not dancing. I'm telling you that right now. They might
I'm
do a
gonna
little.
send you a white church. They did a Christmas program.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch The Righteous Gemstones?
I did, but I never finished it.
Go back and watch. Baby, that church was lit for their Christmas program. They had elves flying up. It probably wasn't an elf. It was probably an angel. I think probably just Christmas colors. But somebody was flying from the sky. It was a big old choir, like bigger than the Mississippi Mass Choir. I mean, it was just a big old choir. They had performers, all sorts of dancers.
We don't even have a
that
home
was so
yet.
crazy, but it was a white church, so they do it big too. Sometimes
they not do. They kind of like cool with it. Like
what you mean cool?
Nobody's
like laid back.
Yeah, like laid back and like nobody's dancing. I don't know if they're gonna get to that point. And if they,
well, wait, is the pastor white?
No, he's black.
Oh, okay. I've been asking everybody in Natchitoches about this pastor.
Did anybody know him?
No.
Okay, so
but I gotta ask some more people. I think maybe my aunties that live there still might know.
Last week at church, what he said was Natchitoches was the largest city next to his town. And I forget what he said the town was called, but he said when they were going to town was Natchitoches.
Yeah, because Natchitoches is a city. And I realize now, when I be saying I'm from a small town in Louisiana, I got to stop saying that. Mm-hmm. It's thousands of people there. This isn't no 100 people. There are communities. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like an incorporated community. It's not a they don't have a mayor. They don't have any of that. They rely on the parish. And then there's like other types of municipalities. When I went with Grace to Cape May, New Jersey, I said, I want a refund on all the times y'all called me country and was talking about how small my hometown was, because this is small. Cape May is way smaller than Natchitoches. It's like 18 to 20,000 people in Natchitoches proper. And then there's the small places with 0 to 1,000 people. So yeah, it is different. He might be from Clutcheville, Powhatan.
If I hear it, I'll know it.
Melrose.
I'll figure it out and let you know. But,
yeah, let me know. I wonder where.
But yeah, and then when I had my first debut on the stage and sing a song, because they were like, I got to audition.
You already did the audition.
I didn't do the audition yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing it when I get back from Costa Rica.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do it. I'm very nervous. And I told...
What you going to perform?
I'll just let you know when I'm going to do it.
Is it open? Like I can come watch? And like clap for you?
No, I'm saying you have to come to church and watch me. I'm going to be like, today
once you make the squad.
I know I'm going to make the squad.
Okay.
I'm making the squad. Like,
well, I will absolutely come.
Okay.
And I will be there in my church clothes.
Will you take a little video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that appropriate there? I'd be nervous to take videos in church. I know people do it, but I'd be like, I guess I'm an old school baby. I don't be pulling my phone out. Yeah. I don't use no Bible app. I bring my real physical Bible. I'm old school, but I was raised by my grandparents.
Anyways, this is really a new year.
It is. I wanted to ask you something. I don't know that I've asked you this at all before. What made you decide to start going to church? Because I do know that this is something pretty new in recent years for you.
What made me start going to church? I started feeling like this really intense calling. It was weird. And I never felt it before. It was like, and this all happened when, I'm trying to think if there was like a significant moment, because it's all, even though it seems like this is all happening now, this has happened within like the past 3 years. I started feeling it, but I felt embarrassed to act on it in a weird way. And if y'all don't know my background, which you probably don't, I grew up Muslim, like hijab. My name is Medina Ali. My sister's name is Mecca Ali. My dad was Nation of Islam. He named us after the twin cities in the Middle East, Mecca and Medina. My brother's name is Malik. Our last name, like that was my background. Mm-hmm. I feel like when life started busting me upside my head in different moments, even years ago, like there were just different areas in my life that keep showing up. And like me going to God or thinking I was like on my own, I wanted to be around like community, but I didn't know really how to get there. So when I got in a relationship, it was the same thing. I kept feeling like this calling of like, y'all, like God needs to be somewhere in this, but I didn't know how to get there. And so I was like, hey, like, babe, let's go to, he grew up in church, but he wasn't going to church and we weren't like doing the things. And I was like, okay, so everybody be struggling. You could grow up with this foundation, but you're not actually like practicing it. You're just like, well, I grew up in church and I'm good. And that didn't feel, I don't know. It just, there was this feeling, this heavy feeling like on my chest of like, I feel like I need to be more intentional about God. And like I said, it started like about 3 years ago. And then last year, it really was like, I want to go to church, but Kiki, I really felt embarrassed and I don't know why. I think I felt, maybe it was because like, I'm not someone where like, I'm going to go in the church and I know all the songs. And I'm one of them people where I can just like spit the scriptures out and be like, I got something for you. Like, this is the one for that. I don't know all the characters in the Bible. I don't know all so I was like, maybe you don't really belong there, but I kept feeling like I needed to be there. I love Sarah Jakes Roberts and I'm always watching her YouTube videos and stuff. And so me and my boyfriend, but I don't even want to include him in that because it was me. It was like a me thing. I wanted to be around people that were worshiping God and I wanted to see like, do I want to be a Christian? Because I didn't have a solid foundation in religion because after my mom had like told my dad, like, I'm not about to be raising my daughters to just like bow down to men. And in Islam, the women be looking dusty and you got to be in the back of the mosque. And my mom was like, no, nigga, this is not what we do. We already black. Like they know. So.
And shout out to your mama.
Shout out to my mama. Because if she
I get it.
I get it too. I was like, I really do get why you were like, no. And then my parents didn't really give us like this solid foundation. And one thing I know about life, and I've always known this, even like in college when I went through these struggles, you need something to believe in. You need something to like lean
something
on.
above you.
Yeah, and I didn't have it. I was leaning on something, but I didn't have like the foundation. And I kept feeling this strong urge to get the foundation. And then like finally I was like, man, like I kept seeing Live. I had tried a couple other churches and I kept seeing Live, and I was like, bro, I had my first kiss with my man under the Live sign because it was above Gold Room. And I said, oh, okay, and then we went. And I was like,
what an interesting origin story.
And I told the pastor that.
What'd he say?
He was like, we were wondering how that billboard was going to do above Gold Room. And it had caused some beef between the other church that's over there. Because they, and he was like, and so we had took it down, but I'm glad that it got to somebody. I said it got to the right one.
And that's good because you never know when you find somebody. But it's crazy that it caused beef with that church. Yeah. Because if we're all Christian and the mission is to get everybody to God, what's the beef?
What's the beef?
That's why I be side-eyeing some people.
I be side-eyeing
not your church that you chose, but and I don't know that other one like that. I just know they be having a lot going on. And I do watch Righteous Gemstones. That is it's a comedy, but it's very much based on real stuff. And I think now that you have been going to church and you've had your own experiences, start it over because you might have a different take on it. There's comedy in it, but it's like crazy because, and I've been very vocal about this forever. Every church is not the same. And I'm so grateful that while I don't always listen and do what my granddaddy tells me, I do believe that he does things from his heart. He is truly somebody of God that wants to like help people do the things that we all think Christianity is about, the positive things. And then you see these other experiences. So if you've ever been scared to figure out if this is for you, if Christianity is for you, to be clear, not CockTales. Just try it out. Every church ain't the same. Right. And some people have bad experiences. And I see it and I feel for them because I hate that for people. Like people who grow up in like a bad situation in church. Not even like a non-existent one, but a bad one. I'm like, I see how you could be turned off, but everybody's not like that. And I hate that when people do feel that way. I thought about that when you said they was beefing about a billboard. Because, excuse me, what? Yeah. We're not all trying to get to the same final destination. That's it on your spirit. I don't be going to that church. I know what you're talking about. It's down in that, down the hill. Near the liquor store.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, Passion. Too many guitars, too much mess going on. I'm sorry that anybody goes there. If you like it, good for you. And hopefully it's not what I think, but I do be looking at.
Let me ask you this, and then we can switch gears. Did you watch Mary on Netflix?
No.
It's so good.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched much Netflix.
What you been on Amazon
lately? I haven't. Well, the last thing I watched was Lioness.
What's
Girl Power.
On? What is it on?
It's on Amazon Prime and Apple TV. Okay. I don't know where else. It's a Paramount show.
Is it about a lion?
Not at all.
Okay.
It's about some military people, CIA, stuff like that. But I love a strong female lead. Y'all know I'm girl power to the day I die. It's Zoe Saldana and Nicole Kidman. And you know I love me some Nicole.
I
kind of had an issue with Zoe back in the day because she was trying to act like she wasn't black, but we've gotten over that. And I think that the cultural differences she understood.
Is her mom white? Because sometimes when you be white,
she's Dominican.
But when your mama don't be black, it's just
she's
different.
Dominican, and you know how sometimes Dominican people feel like they're not black, but they're not understanding that it's not about African American. Like you came straight here. We know you Dominican, bitch, and you still black.
But your nose got black in it.
Well, your skin. We're looking at you, bitch. Anyway, she is a great actress. Nicole Kidman is in, and some other people. Morgan Freeman is in it. It's a lot of like big people in it. Anyway, they have this crew of people who's like a special.
2025.
No more fake jewelry. That's a goddamn lie. Because Fashion Nova till the day I die. Because I lose a ring every day, and my little $2 diamonds. they're going to stay with me. Anyway, there's a special ops team in the military, and they're going to like do different things. And so they have one girl that they call the lioness because she is like the woman who has to go in like undercover to help take down something. So there's 2 seasons. The first season, the lioness, she's a victim of domestic violence, ends up joining the Marines in like a crazy way, but it all unfolds in the first episode. And then she becomes the lioness on this mission to take down somebody who is like a big time oil money man and from the Middle East. And he's like funding these terrorist organizations and stuff like that. Baby, the way, I won't give it away if you haven't watched it, but the way these women kick ass.
They be kicking ass
And it's not just women, it's women and men. So I think it's something like if the men don't want to see too many girls doing it, it's fine. But it's a little love story in there. It's some drama. It's some different elements. It's good. And then the second season, I don't know, we in Mexico and Texas with it. And it's some drugs and some human trafficking. So I'm very interested, but I got to stop watching TV late at night because I be falling asleep. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I haven't been watching a lot of that. I just been too busy, but I want to. And starting next week, I will. I want to indulge in the last week of the year. And me and my family love watching movies and TV shows and stuff like that together. I think we're going to go to that game show place.
Please go.
They didn't text me back, and I hope that there's still some bookings available, but I want to go real bad. And I need enough people. You got to have 8. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited. Get yours.
Gentle parenting. I told my mom, hey, listen, I said, I'm watching everybody gentle parent. It ain't working. Like it? I'm popping my kids. And I told her, I said, at first I was like, I'm not going to be popping kids. When I get my kids.
You sure did say that.
I'm popped. You getting popped. I'm not even gonna act like I'm gonna gentle parent.
I think every
I'm not
child
doing the
needs
snatch
something
up
different.
and acting crazy, but you getting a pop.
Well, I think you gotta just do what you gotta do.
Or a thump. What I do with my nieces and my nephews, I thump them in their forehead.
What?
I sure do.
Medina, that is obscene and absurd.
And everybody
in their forehead? Do you know how?
Right in their forehead. And they
with those nails?
And everybody stopped and they stop what they doing. Thump. And they're like, yeah, stop. I said stop.
Thump?
I thump them. One thump and everything shuts down.
I bet it does. You do this in public?
I do it I don't have to do it in public because when I do it in private, it's enough.
Girl, she talking about I should thump you in your head. And you always want to run up to her every time we get here. And you be all in her face, looking at her, being like,
they call me the head thumping mama.
And she wants me to thump you in the face. Now, what? Oh, good heavens.
Yes, girl.
7-Eleven.
Anything else you want to say for about 2025? Anything you want to try? Anything you want to try in your love life? Let's talk about that.
I would like to try to be more patient.
Oh, I like that.
I am not a patient person. Sometimes. Well, I don't know. In some situations I can be, others I can't. But I do be getting irritated. I want my patience to run through. Because sometimes it's like, okay, I'm being patient by not necessarily reacting or doing something, but it's like I'm still irritated. I want that irritation to leave. So I'm going to work on being more patient. That's all I can really commit to that I won't cancel.
Your love life.
Yes,
being more patient for love. Okay.
Be more patient. Like sometimes even when people talking, this is the ADD, but it's taking you too long to get to the point. And I know I got some nerve, huh? Right? I know everybody's thinking it, but spit it out, bitch, because you're losing me. It's not that interesting. I'm trying to pay attention. I'm not that interested. You're talking backwards and forth. I just can't. So I would like to be more patient in that way, and also just slow down and listen more and pay attention more to things that aren't being said, because sometimes it's like, okay, well, you said this and you said this and you said this, but if I really look back, sometimes it's like, okay, this was said, but look at all the other nonverbal cues you got that got ignored because you put too much value on what was verbalized. And maybe that person, that's not all you need to look at. Or maybe that's not their strongest form of communication. Look at the other stuff to have a better view and a better understanding, if that is what I want. And I would like to have more understanding. I want that. And then what else would I like? I don't even know if y'all care anymore. My sex drive is slowly coming back.
Really?
It feels good.
Like, have you had sex lately?
Mm-hmm. I'll actually share a cocktail when you say yours, but yeah, it was coming back, and it was a long time that it was gone. And at first, I was really worried. Then I didn't care anymore, and I never, ever thought I would feel like that because I really like sex.
Mm-hmm.
But I had like a block up about sex, and I didn't want it. I wasn't even like masturbating every day like I used to. And y'all know I love to get my little rub-a-dub-dub on.
You do.
Yeah. And I realized what night was that? Monday night. That
Your what night?
Monday.
Oh.
Like this week, Monday. A rage of horniness overcame me. And I'm going through we got all these toys, right, from different sponsors and stuff, and they've just been sitting in the drawer.
It is actually alarming. Like, sometimes I look at all of the toys and I'm like, this is wild. Like, if I check out and everyone has to go through my stuff, they're going to be like, what's going on? Like, what? I got 25 things of lube in my trunk.
A bottle of lube spilled out and fucked up some chargers and some other miscellaneous papers. I don't even know what's in there because now the ink is gone. It's just like greasy paper. But you know, what I did realize was my favorite vibrator died.
Oh my God, if my favorite vibrator died.
If y'all could have seen me in that frenzy that I was in. Whitley was in there and she was just like, what's going on? What's going on? She was scared and stuff. And I was scared too because like, what am I supposed to do? Then I called a man about a horse and that man was asleep. And I was like, oh, hell no. When it came back, this is the moment. So I'm like scrambling and stuff. I wish I remembered the company. Who was the company? They sent us something. I found one that was still wrapped up in the cellophane. Thank God. I guess the batteries last on, I think it was Blush. So shout out to Blush. It came in handy. I don't want no more toys in 2025 that don't have a USB-C charger.
Yeah.
I don't need none of them specialty sex toy chargers because that was another thing. I'm ramming stuff in there. These motherfucking plugs don't fit. It's like trying to stick a dick that's too big into a tight-ass pussy or sticking a little pencil dick into a seasoned pussy. It doesn't fit. It's not gonna charge. It ain't gonna razzle no day. I was upset.
Not a seasoned pussy.
Well, season one, you know, it's tender. It can flex a little bit.
You can put a little stuffing in it.
You can, but a little pencil, a little egg roll ain't gonna do it.
Yeah,
egg roll isn't so bad. Anyway, I forgot the point of that, but yeah, that was that was an update on my sex life. It's coming back. I'm surprised about it, but I'm welcoming it. But it is under control. It's not what it once was.
And just so we know, the question I had asked was, do you want to do something new?
But you did
answer
I want to have
it.
more sex. And I want to, because I miss it.
We taking cocktails to the beginning. Y'all about to get more sex stories.
Well, let's hope. Pray for me. Put me on your resolutions. It doesn't matter if it's late. I want that, and I want to be more patient.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think, what about me? Oh, it's such an interesting place that I am in my life. I think that I want to do better. Okay, we're talking about relationships and in our love life. So, because I don't want people to take this and be like, well, you matter too. I do. And I want you to know that I do. And I'm pouring into myself as well. I really want to try my best to be intentional about understanding men. I think that there is like a sometimes I had a conversation with my cousin and I love my cousin so much. And we always have these amazing conversations and we just talk about life. He's an attorney. He's done really well for himself, but he's also just like this amazing person. He always goes to prisons and he's helping like men and trying to like speak for the Black voice in jail. You know, them niggas probably deserve. Anyway, so he's an amazing person. And we always have these conversations about relationships. Y'all know I love talking about relationships. Relationships are the most difficult thing, one of the most difficult things in the world. And the fact that people still choose to get married and do life with people is still, it's also the most beautiful thing in the world, that you can go into something that's so fucking crazy. And so he was telling me that he was like, you know, I'm going to tell you something that a man would never tell you. Men, and I don't know, I'm not a man. I'm just regurgitating what I heard. And it was a beautiful conversation. He was like, 99% of men, even if they have a woman, even if they are married, even if they have kids, even if they have love surrounding them, they feel lonely.
Why is that?
And it's, we would have to have a whole other episode for me to like dive into this. And so I can't, but the point is he said that. And my initial response was like yours, like, why is that? And my face was just like yours. It was like, well, why is that? It wasn't like, dang. It wasn't like a concerning why is that? And I didn't like that. I didn't like that. If that is how men feel, I don't want my man to feel that way. I'm not speaking for all men in the world, but like, I would not want my man to feel that way. And I've noticed like in different scenarios, like when it comes to men, like they're expected to do these things. And this is not a battle of the sexes. This is me just talking about this specific situation. Women are amazing and women do a lot, and kids wouldn't be who the fuck they were if it wasn't for their mama. That is how I feel on that. But at the same time, it's like, I am a woman where I'm like, I want my man to feel appreciated, and men don't be feeling appreciated. And so one thing that I have told myself is like, I want to try to challenge myself to like, before I prune my face up or be like, that's what's wrong with you, even if it don't make sense. I really want to try to understand where men are coming from. Because when my cousin told me that like niggas just be feeling lonely, there was like a part of me that like felt that. Because most of the time when like men speak up about something, whatever it might be that's emotional or they want something done, they might not know how to communicate it. And we know why they can't communicate it. And there's like, for me, I'm not speaking for every woman, there's like a lack of understanding from where they're coming from, but you want somebody to understand where you're coming from. Right. And that is just not in my world. I'm not speaking for anybody else, because I know this is going to be some bitches in these comments going in. In my world, that's not okay. Like, I really have lately been thinking about how I want my forever relationship to be. And it is not something where it's like, it's about me. Everything I want, I get. I want you to get what you want to. You saying somebody's not cleaning up? Clean up. You're saying you need somebody. It's just like this thing where it's like, I don't want to be the woman where it's like, I am a woman and this is what's expected. And this is what I deserve. Not that that's not true. However, he has a thing that he wants to. And let's make sure that we're doing that also. And so like, I forgot what I was talking about, but that's what
you started off talking about your cousin and visiting the prisons and talking to different men, and I guess he was like mentoring men.
The new thing I want in love is to actually and factually try to understand where a man is coming from at the root, not just and if I do get mad, trying to sift through those feelings of why do we feel this way when you do the same thing.
I feel you on that. I made a face. I was trying to understand the correlation when we was going from the mentoring and all this stuff. Yeah. It's funny that you say that. I too am interested in understanding. Well, I'm always interested in understanding people more, because I do realize we are all so different, but specifically men. And it's funny that you say that, because that is what I'm doing on the new show. Is like, I only talk to men.
And I know it's hard.
Only men.
I know it's hard.
And it's been really interesting. Every time, I think only one or two people were who I thought that they were ahead of the interview. And it's like, as I talk to these men and listen to their stories, listen to their experiences with an open mind, even if I'm not sure if they're telling the truth or not.
Because niggas also do be lying.
Mm-hmm. And I know I be lying too sometimes. So I get it. We see each other, right? It's really interesting and I welcome this feeling and I like it when I have like an idea of someone and then I meet them, and instead of allowing whatever my preconceived notions were about said person to supersede anything else, I do still show up with an open mind. I have my questions, but I'm still showing up with an open mind, and I'm talking to them, and I'm allowing myself to be open to who they might be. I don't like when people have a preconceived notion about me and they just wait for a moment for me to do the thing that they thought I was going to do or that they knew I was going to do or whatever to substantiate whatever anybody said about me or whatever anybody thinks. It's like, we all do that, right? Where you think something about somebody because you don't know a person, you want to figure them out. But like, let's go into it with an open mind. It is interesting to hear men when they do speak up. A lot of them say that they don't feel seen, they don't feel heard, and all of that. And I'm like, wow.
I see, but do you see the truth in it? Because there are moments.
Yeah, that's why I say it's interesting, because I wouldn't expect them to say that, because from my point of view, it doesn't seem that way. But I'm glad we're having the conversation so I can understand how you feel, because this is just outside looking in. It doesn't matter what I think is happening. It does matter what you think, because it's your life. Yeah. And so if you feel like you're not being seen and heard, that's valid. And I'm glad that you can share that. It's just interesting to talk to people, and when you actually allow people to tell their stories, tell their opinions and stuff without perpetuating whatever you thought about them or whatever anybody else said about them, you never know what you're going to get.
You don't. And one thing that I have done in the past is I have recorded arguments between.
I did not think you were going to say that.
It's not like he didn't know that it was happening.
But yeah,
our the therapist said y'all should record arguments so that you can't say like you said this and like then the person's like I didn't say that, and then you really don't remember if they said it or not. So what Ladarius and I started doing was recording our arguments, and then when I would go back and play them back, I would see the wrong. I would see my wrong in it and be like, wow, like. Oh, that's not that it was we're talking crazy to each other, but just like you're not listening.
You remember.
You're not listening to what somebody's saying. And like women, a lot of the times are like, you know, you just need to hear me and what my needs are. And so that has been a thing that in my love life and in my dating life, not in my whole world, before somebody jumps in here, because people love to be saying stuff about me in relationships. But pertaining to love and dating, like I do want to really try to understand the sex that I want to be with, which is a man. And I love men and I love them. And I want whoever to feel that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Well, good luck to us.
Good luck to us and y'all. Because y'all niggas is out here struggling too. Don't stop looking at me. It's crazy. And judging.
You crazy.
Somebody looking at the show. We listen and we don't judge.
Wait a minute, Medina. What we start off saying, we are welcoming the new year with positive energy. We leaving that behind. We're not taking that with us.
Okay.
Easier said than done. We're not taking that. Ain't nobody looking at us crazy.
Okay.
And if they are, God will strike them blind. Okay? And on that note, wait.
Indecisive Diane.
Well, okay.
We're going to move on to Indecisive Diane, and when we come back,
we was in and on the work. I forgot about everything else.
We have some advice for you guys.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Diane. And you know, we're always here at CockTales trying to create new opportunities and experience for you ladies to experience a little bit of life. And listen, Kiki has a trip planned for you. And I would love for you to attend. I think I might even go. It's in March. And she's going to Curacao. You're gonna love it. Go to her Instagram at Kiki Said So, click the link in her bio, and sign up now. There's only 5 spots left. Plan your trip now.
right, you guys, we are back from Indecisive Diane, and it's time for advice. We're your godly sisters. All right. Should I say something or nah? I started to say you should, but who knows? Let's see. Hi, y'all. Y'all can just call me Fenda. Now, of all the names to pick, why did you pick Fendika? Did you get some Fendi and some dick in a day? Fendika. Okay, whatever. Hey, Fendika girl. I stumbled upon your podcast one day while at work, and now I'm a faithful listening.
Y'all got to proofread, because Kiki gonna call you out.
You did it, not me. I just read what was in the email and took a gulp. All right. So I need advice about a man I am kind of seeing, LOL.
She crying and sad on the weekends.
We will get into that on another letter. Well, what's in this letter? I guess I should read and find out. Here's the situation. This is a single dad to 4 kids.
Since it's 2025.
How new are you to the show, I wonder? Okay. You wrote us, we're going to help you. Medina said, she claims she listens and she don't judge. But she is in church now, and she is strengthening her bond with the Lord. We're going to get her to honesty.
Jesus flipped the tables over, so he was judging too.
He was judging, but he is God. And if you gonna judge, just do it. I say all the time, I am judging. But that's all right. Still tell us, because it's coming from a loving place. Anyway, single daddy, got 4 kids, ages 12 to 16. So pop.
I'm telling you right now, I'm sprinting down the cul-de-sac. Ain't no way.
I don't think it's no cul-de-sac, but all right.
It's a project.
Well, a lot of places are doing away with those. Anyways, I just think it's multiple homes in different places.
Okay.
Anyway, the mom isn't present whatsoever. Oh, hell no. He has them 24/7. His mama helps him with the kids. I instantly got stressed. My shoulders hurt. I
actually got stressed too, because sometimes when I be with my nieces and my nephews, like, those aren't even my kids, and it's not whoever I'm dating's kids. And I just be looking at everybody like,
do you even have...
Why are y'all screaming and writing on the wall?
And yelling.
Stop. And why is the whole table got crumbs and apple mush?
Crumbs everywhere.
It be apple mush everywhere.
Apple what?
Apple mush.
Oh.
Banana mush. What is y'all doing up here?
Fucking Pop-Tarts.
Everything is dirty. The house is not sexy. Nothing is cute in anyone's home with children.
Especially not say cars. Like, we be talking about how dirty our cars are. The crumbs that you find in the crevices, baby, it could feed the whole underground. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry, girl. Oh, we forgot about you. We got distracted. Okay, so here's the situation. It's a single dad to 4 kids, ages 12 to 16. The mom isn't present whatsoever, and he has them 24/7. His mama helps him with the kids. I know you are not about to ask us about a situation where a man is expecting you to act like his mama. Let us pray. We ever talking... What? I guess we've been talking is what you meant. We've been talking for like a month and a half, and I finally went to his house, and it was dirty. Just like he says. Look at that. Premonition. Shoes everywhere. Kids' underwear or on the step. The bathroom curtain was a Disney Kids towel. Hell to the... He is 40.
At least he taking care of his kids. Like,
where's the shower curtain? It's a towel, not a shower curtain. He's 40. No.
Okay.
Because even when he had that oldest baby, he was still an adult. He wasn't a teen dad. Anyway.
This is why I don't date niggas with kids. I'm not doing this. This is a lot.
I think dating a man with a kid and dating a man with a 24/7 full custody primary parent is totally different. Let me tell you that.
I'm not doing either.
Oh, I understand. I'm just saying.
Disney shower curtain.
It wasn't no curtain, girl. It's a towel is what she's saying. It's like he didn't put a curtain up. He put a towel, and that's not okay.
Oh, yeah, the Disney bathroom curtain was a Disney Kids.
A towel. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so it's
picking
poverty.
up what I'm putting down. All right. Okay. All right. So He is 40 years old. He has a good job, and I didn't expect his house to look the way it did. The carpets are white and nasty. Why are you there? I went over there for the third time, and someone had... I know you fucking lying. Y'all come close. They said, or homegirl said, what is this? What's her name? Fendika. Fendika said, I went over there for the third time and someone had explosive diarrhea and it was on the toilet. I don't know how to tell him his house is dirty. Bitch, you don't have to. He knows.
But here's what I want to know.
And he is okay with it. He is okay. He is stressed out, overwhelmed. It's too much going on. He needs help. He needs
and he's
super
still
nanny.
laying the dick down because the third time, she said, this is the third time I've been over here.
I don't want no doo-doo dick. Anyway, I don't want him to taking it. Are you taking it?
She talking about he dirty and she can't write.
I don't want him to take it like I'm being smart or
jonesing
maybe? Joning? It says join with a G at the end, to be clear. Jonin. That's how you spell that? It's a slay. I know what joning is, but I ain't never seen nobody put an I in it, but all right. Shout out to y'all. Is this a DC thing? Are you from DC, sis?
Okay.
Well, I sure wish somebody would have put a y'all need, matter of fact, going forward, say where you from at the top so we can figure out. All right. Anyway, okay. But his house is
distributing.
She meant disturbing. I know she meant disturbing.
She don't
but
really
it says distributing and it has a smell. I don't see a further. She meant future. Ooh, look at me, a translator. I'm adding it to my resume. I don't see a future with this man and kind of view him as a friend. Okay, so, but it's on my spirit to say something, but what? Also, this is something I run into at functions in my city ever so often in my city. And that's when he like to reconnect and be on my line again. Girl, I tell you what, you need to connect to Hooked on Phonics. I don't know what else to say, baby. We got to add the chat GPT keyboard to the devices.
Yeah, girl, you was really trying to go in on him and we were trying to understand what you were saying.
To be that damn dirty, but you don't need to be there. And you already have recognized you friend zoning this nigga. You don't need to say, if his house stink, the kids back, he's probably honestly overwhelmed. If you want to do something, get him a just because gift with some therapy so that he can start outlining these things, or see if Super Nanny or some other similar show is filming and apply.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, and you're gonna be so mad at me, Fendika, and I am so sorry. And when I go to church on Sunday, I will pray for you. But right now, it is Thursday on CockTales, and so I gotta tell you really how I feel for my CockTales ass heart. Bitch. Ooh. You have manifested this, just like people be talking about manifesting like positive things into their lives, you can also manifest some poverish shit in your life. And the reason why this has happened to you.
Now you making up words.
Poverish?
I don't know. That's a word.
Hey Siri, is poverish?
Impoverished.
Okay.
Impoverished.
Whatever the word is, it's what you are. And so what I want, Siri talking.
She gonna cuss you out.
And she talking.
And she is gonna cuss you out.
Fendika, what I want you to know is I am a woman of God, but I am a woman who believes in the law of attraction. And so you cannot attract anything that you are not. And so everything that is in this letter that you sent us is within you, and it is in you. And so there is no way that you can keep going to somebody's home 1, 2, 3 times in a row and notice that they got a Disney towel up as a shower curtain, doo-doo on the toilet, and you're okay with it. There is something going on with you, friend, and this is not a dig. You gotta fix it. You have to do the work. I am a firm believer, even with myself, when a man does me dirty and when shit keeps happening, it is something that is disrupted in my own self. And that is hard to look at, but there is some shit that's going on in you that is attracting a nigga that got 4 kids between the ages of 12 to 16 with Dookie on the toilet. You got Dookie in your life. You got Dookie in your life. Get the Dookie out, bitch. Because this is going to keep happening if you don't. For real.
You think his mama did it?
I think his mama, his daddy, everybody did it. This nigga is fighting for his life. And so is Fenduka. Fenduka Dika Duka. Dookie is Dookieing, and y'all got to get this shit away from me. Cause y'all don't write this shit into us no more, cause I don't want it in my vicinity. This is something where you attracted it to yourself and you talking about it's him. No, bitch, it's you.
Well, I say it's both of y'all because I'm sorry, that is I forgot the kids was 12 to 16. I'm glad you brought
kids. Wipe your butt.
But I will say sometimes explosive diarrhea does happen, but when it happens to you, no matter where you need to clean up behind yourself and lift that seat up before you be shamed.
You need to proofread your email. Because
maybe she was just so upset and it was so
it was
funky
too many
in there.
Mistakes in here. It
She was
too
typing
many.
fast.
In a world of chat.
Well, they told us that they type different in DC. I was in DC, but I was at school and it was different.
This is the types of shit I be wanting people to look at. You real quick to complain about your dating experiences and your nigga, and you not looking at yourself.
And you already friends on him. What? You want us to tell you how to read him down? You know what? Y'all sit in the bathroom with some Lysol and some Clorox, some gloves, and a mask. Like, what's that boy's name? I forget his name. Y'all know the one from St. Louis. Work your mask. We talked about it on
Where is your mask?
Mm-hmm.
You got...
Wear it, and y'all need to sit there and listen to it while y'all clean the bathroom and fix your life.
If somebody has 4 children, and this is not a dig, because there are some people where they're like, I want someone to have kids. But if somebody, I'm letting you know.
Are you catching your words or you got the hiccups?
I'm trying to.
Because I also have to pee, so get it out.
I'm trying to understand, like, what do people be expecting from what you see? That's really sometimes, and I'm not trying to, I don't have it all together. I don't. But sometimes you see shit, and when you continue to walk in it, I'm always like, what did you expect? The first time, she went 3 times. The first time you saw a Disney towel as a curtain and you went back second and tres. Why the fuck did you do that? Like, I really.
Now she bilingual. It's the tequila, y'all. And I didn't pour this drink, to be clear, before y'all tell me I got her cutting up.
I don't have the patience. But there are certain things where I just be like,
I think you're right.
What are we doing? I don't like you. One child is, I'm not.
For me, it's not the number of children, because that's a lot of kids, right? But initially, before I arrived at the Dookie house, I would think that if your children are 12 to 16, they're older, they're self-sufficient to a certain degree, especially the 6.
But they're a reflection of him.
They are, but I don't know. Like I'm saying, like if we dial it back, right? Mm-hmm. But when I get there and I see that everybody is acting real elementary, pre-K, Head Start, you putting up what I'm putting down? I learned that recently. I love to say, are you putting up what I'm putting? No, are you picking up what I'm putting down? I love that one. Y'all know how you get in Head Start. If it's giving that, if
I'm on a date with a man and the second he says, I have 4 kids and their mom is not in their life, I know he's not. God didn't send you to me. Ain't no way he put this work on me. I'm working on me.
Well, where they at? And did they do their homework? Because I could be a stepmama.
I can't.
But I can't be a stepmama to 4 goddamn grown-ass kids. That's a lot. And now that I'm a mother, it's different. Because you want me to do that. I got my own child to take care of. She has school. She has a tutor. She goes to the doctor. She has play dates. My baby has a life. Okay? Dog or not, I don't care. She got things going on because she needs enriching activities.
I'm glad that you said that, because I do feel like, even though I am a woman who is not dating a nigga with kids, there are a lot of women who will. And,
I will.
And you will, but you would also look at his behavior with his children. If your child ain't in tutoring, and if you don't care about your child, and they not learning the different languages, and they don't have other involvement in activities, that you should run.
I've gotten into deep conversations with people because I used to feel like with a man who has kids, like it's touchy, right? You never know. And so I've been in multiple situations like that, and I was trying to figure out how to navigate it. I didn't always do well, but whatever. I had questions and they was going to get asked some way or another. Yeah. But I figured out how to have more couth about it to get to, like, not a fight. But it is important, no matter what your questions, feelings, anything is, you got to talk to people because you need to see where they head at. Because do you want to join the club that his baby mama in? That's what I ask myself all the time. Like, okay, I see how you feel about this and you talking about her, but I be trying to look at it like, as much as I want to have your back, I'm not in an argument. I'm looking out for me. And I got to do what's best for me, Lucius, because I'm looking at like, this is how you look at a situation. What if I was in her position? Can I see the other side of it? I think as much as people be trying to be down for their man, you got to be down for self first. And call it what you want, but you got to look out for you, because sometimes we get so locked up as women, not me, but as women.
It's in our DNA to get locked up.
You want to support this person. They're telling you stuff. You want to have their back. Just
you
like
want to believe them.
Just like as a kid, you know, your best friend always right. And then you get older and you realize this bitch kind of trifling. So we got to like speak up. You have to ask and look at things and put yourself in that position, because when you with a man, and I don't have a single example of somebody who does not fit this mold. If you got one, send them to me, and I'll send you a $10 gift card.
To where?
Anywhere of your choosing for $10, maybe even $20.
Starbucks.
Sure.
Okay.
Because if you dog out your baby mama to a woman that you're dating,
boy,
and then that woman has a baby, do you really treat her different? I don't know nobody who does it different. Eventually, your day will come. So you gotta look out for that. How they talk about the baby mamas and how they talk about their own mamas, how they talk about women. So many. Look at that. It matters. There is one thing to where there are instances where people have issues where the woman is truly the problem. Mm-hmm. But even how,
for the most part, it be these
responsible,
niggas.
Respectful man speaks about said woman is going to be a lot different than somebody who is like, okay, well, yeah, you met your match, bitch, because y'all both raggedy. Y'all got to be looking out.
You got to be looking out. You got to look at yourself. You got to look at him. Mm-hmm. If somebody is talking to their mama crazy, ain't no way. I'm telling you right now, I'll punch you in your fucking throat. I don't even got to meet your mama. Cause ain't no way you thought you was gonna get access to grade A pussy. And you talking to your mama like you lost your fucking mind. I'm telling you right now, I'm not a man. This is why I don't want
that's a situation
sons.
I've never been in.
I don't want to have I want kids. I don't want a son at all because it's too much. People think that the girls are too much. No, you little niggas. The little niggas.
It is just adding dramatic effect with your New Year's thing because they're bouncing. They are shaking.
I don't know if you can 2025, I'm telling 8-year-old little niggas, y'all niggas is too much. I can't deal with this because it's like one thing goes wrong and now you just hate bitches. No, I can't do this.
We've got to stop the kindergarten hate of the women. I don't know what needs to happen. If something happens in kindergarten, I'm going to ask the next man, what happened in kindergarten? He's not even going to know why I asked. What do you remember from kindergarten?
Everyone should ask a man, what happened? Just don't even say what happened? Just walk up to niggas. Just start walking up to what happened?
Well, I don't know about that.
What happened? Because why is you walking around here acting like this? What happened?
They're going to be like, what happened to you? Why are y'all screaming at me? Women are too aggressive. Y'all want to be the men. You know how they do. You got to... So what happened? We got to do it like that. You got to... Very demure, very cutesy.
And make a meal. Pour a cocktail.
Well, hold up. This is a man on the street. Just make a meal. I guess if it's your man, you can.
It's a lot of people's mans. So
well, good luck, Fendika. You said Fenduki. Fendika. But, like, girl, leave the situation.
Yes.
Stop with the whatever you was telling, joning and all that other stuff you're talking about. Leave it alone and leave them Disney towels alone.
Leave them alone.
We'll move on to CockTales. CockTales at CockTalespod.com, and make sure you put cocktail in the subject line.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
Okay, so in honor of 2025, I do have a short cocktail. It's not gonna be.
You're not gonna read this one.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened. Look at me. I told y'all.
It's been so long since one of us has had an OG cocktail. If you are new here,
because I really haven't been fucking.
If you are new here at CockTales, then you don't know that in the beginning of our saga, and Kiki and I have known each other since high school. If you are also new here, every cocktail was a cocktail, like a personal cocktail from her or from me. And we would share our personal sexual experiences here in Atlanta or from wherever we were at. When I was a flight attendant, I was fucking niggas. And so we shared them. And a lot of the times when we reflect back on those times, it's embarrassing. And a lot of the times we can't hold down relationships because of them. And so to know that
you
now...
had to make me catch strays, bitch.
Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry. Or
what am I doing?
Hey, I haven't shared who I left in 2024. So this is an amazing moment for like you to have an OG cocktail.
It is. And thank you for all of that warm up for this anticlimactic story. I thought before I got here, I was like, oh, do you ever have a deep moment and share where I was depressed? And I was like, no, I'm still not feeling that.
Okay.
We're going to end on a happy note.
Yay.
So the other night, you guys, I was at home in my bed. I took a high love gummy, and this is not an ad. I don't even know if an ad goes in this episode, but this is organic for real. So shout out to y'all Via Hemp. I got my new package in the mail.
I love me some Via Hemp. I love me
now
some.
Now that was a care package. I thought I got a gift from like somebody. I thought it was my Secret Santa gift. I'm in a few different Secret Santa pots. And then
wait, pause. I have a new friend. Her name is Dory, and I met her at church. Dory.
Like the movie.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. And I met her through church, and I gave her some high love gummies so she could fuck
she got a husband?
better. I'm sorry. So hopefully the church ain't listening, but I love her, and I gave it to her.
Well, my auntie gave my granddaddy gummies, and it's not the end of the world. It comes from the earth. That's what the people say when they justify it. Anyway, the high love gummies are great. So anyway, they sent me this care package, and when I say it's discreet, I use the Shop app. So I get notifications that something is coming. I had no idea what this was because it does not even say Via Hemp. So anybody who is nervous, maybe you live with your parents or something, you don't want them to know. Discreet, they mean fucking discreet. I was like, I hope it ain't nothing coming from like the CIA because I've been watching Lioness. But I was like, what you been doing? Nothing. I don't know. I was paranoid because what the fuck is this mystery package coming? And they said it was heavy. Anyway, so I took my high love gummy. Hours before I'm in the bed, I'm watching TV, I'm relaxing. All of a sudden, I just was like, I didn't even realize I was doing it. I was in the bed rubbing myself like this, right? Just like all of my body. And it felt good. Like I know I use my Osea products. I had taken a shower, then I got in the bathtub and soaked. I used the body polish. I used everything, right? Mm-hmm. Then I got out and I was like, you know what? Something has come over me. So this man who I have been sleeping with on the 3 occasions I had sex this year.
Not the 3 occasions of 2024 that you got your pussy dipped in.
Yeah, the 3 times. So something got the best of me. And like I said, at the end of the day, I am a mother and we are a package deal. So I said, Whitley, come on, baby girl. We about to go downstairs.
You took Whitley?
You think I was gonna leave my 1-year-old at home?
What type of mother are you?
You think I'm gonna leave my baby at home for some dick?
I have left Shy at home for a weekend.
If they had CPS for dogs, I would have called them people all year.
The food is out and the water is there. You better learn.
Oh no, I bring my baby, and you need to love her too. Anyway, you know her. So anyway, we go downstairs. I got to go to the door, and I was like, I hope the deadbolt is on there because then I couldn't get in, right?
And you high.
Yeah, but I didn't realize I was high till the next day. I'm just thinking my sex drive came back like a thief in the night, right? And I'm like, well, I've got to act on it because maybe if I don't act on it, then it will leave and just never come back. And like, is that the life I want to live? I mean, it's okay, but it's very boring, I'll be honest, as I reflect on 2024. Anyway, so I go down there, put in the code. It works. So I go inside. Then I was like, oh shit, this nigga keep a gun under the pillow. I should probably announce myself and he can't see. So what if he thinks like something's going on? Baby, he was fucking snoring. I'm already too deep in the story to turn back now. So let me tell y'all what I did. So I took Whitley off the leash so that she could calm down. She's got a bed there. I go in the room. I pull back the covers. I was like, hey, it's me.
Were you being sexy?
Well, at first I was trying to be sexy, but then I was like, I don't know where the gun is.
Okay. And the VA
and he can't see. So what if he just pull it out? So I was like, it's me. Well, you can relax. So he's like, what's going on? I was like, well, I hope don't nobody ever break in here, bitch, because your reflexes is a little slow. Anyway, I take back the covers. I don't even like sucking dick no more. I used to be a dick sucking. Like, I used to like to do it. I took pride in my work. And then I was like, bitch, fuck that shit. Get somebody else
I don't
to
even
do it.
have to do this.
I don't want to do it. Fuck, I have to. I don't want to. And if a nigga feels like I have to, I won't. And I'll be alone. I got a dog. I'm good. I'll collect a cat if need be. Anyway, I pull back the covers and I crawl into the bed. And I just started sucking his dick. And then halfway through, I was like, bitch, who are you? And then the other side was just like, bitch, go with it. It's been a rough year. Feel good. Does he not make you feel good? Is he not nice to you? Is he not helpful for you? And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I just went to town on it, right? And then I was like, jaw tired. I really want to go to sleep. He was already asleep. Like, is he going to be mad if I just like tap out? Because I think I got a little overzealous and I was really excited to do something sexual. Then honestly, bitch, I was tired. So anybody out there who be getting tired, I feel you. But then I was like, my mama ain't raised no hoe. Well, maybe she did. Anyway, so then next thing I know, it was like 2019, Kiki. I hopped on his dick. I was fucking him. I got on top. I retired from being on top in like 20, 21, 22. I was tired of that shit.
2019,
that hip was
Kiki.
hurting.
2019. Hold on. 2019.
Well, wait a minute. What you about to say?
Okay, I'm just going to say something real quick. 2019, Kiki was getting burnt by hookahs. Her hookah. 2019, Kiki would twerk over a table and the hookah would spill on her back and she would just be like, shake it off.
That was 2018. But yes. I did have a nasty escapade in the club.
2019. That was a fun Kiki.
It was fun. And then I got older, hips started hurting. Priorities started shifting. Bitch got boring. I know it. I see y'all's comments, I get it. But anyway, so I hopped up there and I channeled my younger self. And I said, you know what? It kind of feels good.
Let me tap back in.
Yeah, I had to tap back in, okay? So I hopped on that thing. He was so appreciative. And he was just like, he thought he was in a dream sequence. So the next morning when we woke up, I woke him up. I said, hey, we got to go. I got shit to do. So me and my baby, we left because I did bring Whitley to my dick appointment. It was a dick ambush. I brought her with me and we left and we went back home and I got back to work and I did the things I needed to do. And he was so happy for the rest of the day. And I think it was needed. And that was a nice, unexpected gift that I gave to somebody that didn't cost me nothing but my time. And I don't even know what to say. Like, my hip hurts.
Okay. Well,
but it was worth it. It was a good time. And it was like, you know what? It also feels good to get a piece of the old me back without being too wild, but like sex is important. Even if you're not going to have it, I don't think you have to have sex all the time. You do what works for you. But it was missing, and I missed it.
That'd be the part that I was like talking about, where it's like men, and I'm not just trying to put the whole light on men, but like men, some of the stuff that they want versus what we want, what they be wanting, it really be like, that's it. Mm-hmm. They just want you to hop on the dick in the middle of the night.
Suck it.
Suck some dick and act like you happy.
He was like, that was amazing. Yeah.
Like, that's like a... Bitch,
he's like, you came in there like a sex demon.
Imagine if a man was saying some of the things that we want. Like, we want you to do certain things, and it's like, imagine if all you want me to do is fuck you. That's actually not that hard. Bitch,
as long as you're feeling okay.
As long as you're what?
Feeling okay. When you don't be feeling good, I don't want to fuck because I'm not gonna do a good job, and then I'm gonna be embarrassed because I was a bad.
I think they'll still take it.
They would still take it, but
I'm
embarrassed.
Bro. Do it embarrassed. Just hop on the dick.
Do it stiff.
However you gotta hop on it. Just hop on it.
Hop on it with your boot.
You probably don't have to argue about anything else, bitch. Put some makeup on, curl your hair. Fuck that nigga.
Next thing I know, I had lunch coming. I said, see, and that's all I really be wanting is to be fed. I just want to be fed. I mean, I like other stuff too, but that's my basic thing. What's a basic thing you be wanting on a regular basis? I want to be fed, and I want somebody else to make the decision about what I'm going to eat because I get stressed out and I will wait 4 fucking hours. When we were on that thing yesterday, the Patreon Live, I started looking at what I wanted for dinner at 5:30 p.m.
Wow. The basic thing that I want, and I don't, to me, it's just like, I don't ever want to have to go to the gas station. If you go, it just feels simple. I'm talking about, I don't even want to have to, every time I get in the car, I want it to be on full. Oh. I'm sucking your dick till my jaw is numb. Don't play with me. What you need. That's it. You don't even got to do nothing else. I don't want to go to the gas station. Going to the gas station as a fine woman, it's going to the jungle. It's hard out here. I pull up, hop out. And niggas is shooting at me. I don't want to do it.
What? Who shot at you?
I can't. When I go to the gas station, I get hollered at every time. And I'm not saying that as
shooting?
I'm talking about shooting words. Don't look at me. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't like the attention. I don't want going to the gas station reminds me of when I was a kid and I watched this movie and it was called Vanished. And the Vanished movie, it had Angela Bullock in it. And I forget who the Angela Bullock. Angela Bullock. Is that her name?
Sandra.
So, like Warren be knowing the people. Sandra Bullock. Okay. I remember this as a child.
Vanished?
I wasn't supposed to be. It's called Vanished. And she goes to the gas station and she gets snatched up and kidnapped. And she's with her boyfriend, but he didn't go in to check on her. It's a really good movie. It's an old movie. I think it might be on Amazon Prime. I know it's not on Netflix. You're going to have to pay for it, but it's worth it. And I remember watching this movie as a child and being like, nigga, I'm not going to the gas station ever. Well, see, clearly I had to go because you got to get gas. But however, like I do, like my man has to know, like this is just not like going to the gas station as a woman. It's just so dangerous, and it's just not it. I don't like it.
Fucking stinks,
and it stinks, and it's just very manly. I don't want to go to Home Depot. I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do it.
What you doing at Home Depot?
I want to get an air filter. I don't want to do it. And I don't want to do it. And so like those are the simple things that I be looking at where it's like, bro, I gotta have like a manly ass fucking man. I don't want to pump the gas. I want you to know I am a fucking mother of dragons. Don't fucking even have me in the position where I have to go and pump my own fucking gas. It's not okay.
You gonna blow the gas station up?
No, nobody has to build a gas station.
No, blow it up. You gonna blow it up because you the mother of dragons.
I'm the mother of fucking dragons. Like, let's not do this. I'm not gonna blow the gas station up, but your dick not getting sucked. Because here we are. I'm at the gas station pumping gas with niggas with dirty hands. They want to kidnap me and vanish me like Sandra Bullock. No, the movie was traumatizing. He snatched her up in the gas station. Nobody found her. She died. And she was killed and buried in the backyard of a weird man at the gas station that you see who's trying to holler at you.
Did they build like pavement over her grave so they
Yes,
couldn't
and her boyfriend never stopped trying to find her, and he got a new girlfriend. And he told the new girlfriend, I love this girl. We got to figure out what happened to her. She helped him figure out what happened to her like bitches do. They make your life better. And she helped him find his dead girlfriend who got kidnapped at the gas station for pumping her own fucking gas. I'm not pumping it.
And I'm not helping you find the last bitch that you left for dead.
I'll help you find the last bitch.
No, I won't.
I'll help you.
Well, help him. Because I'm going to be pissed off and you could be down up under that motherfucking gas station with her too. You raggedy ass nigga. Why am I helping you investigate a bitch that you was at the gas station with to begin with? You were there. If you would have did the right thing from the jump, we wouldn't be in this predicament. And now I'm over here helping you like a dumb, sad ass bitch that can't get nobody else. And I'm helping you be at Carmen Sandiego, traveling around the goddamn world, being investigator. What's the girl? Nancy Drew.
And this is why y'all need to pay attention to men's behavior. Because if you
This is why y'all need to turn on Oxygen and Investigation Discovery.
Oxygen, Lifetime, and Amazon
Forensic.
Prime. Because if you pull up to a gas station and yo, nigga, and when
Gets
I say
emotional?
No, when I say yo nigga, I mean if you just pull up to a gas station, yo nigga could be your brother, your baby daddy, your boyfriend, your daddy, your husband. And you get out of the car and you pump gas and he doesn't do it, that's a red flag. That is a maroon flag. That is a flaming red hot flag. And you need to run because here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get kidnapped, sold into human sex trafficking. You're gonna die and you're gonna be buried under a gas station. The very same gas station that you let that nigga take you to and you got out and pumped the gas yourself.
And now you sitting in your grave with gasoline hands.
Smelling like gas. And God is like, bitch, I'm sending you to Lucifer because you dumb. Bitch, bitch, wake up. God said it. He said, bitch.
Well. I don't think he said it, but someone did. Anyway, Frederica, what was her name? Funduka. It made me think about you because you're making bad decisions. But I hope anybody who was like me, now that I remember what we were talking about, anybody who's feeling like me and you lost your sex drive, I hope it comes back to you this year.
Me too.
There is hope. It did take about a full year.
It did.
But that's all right because guess what?
You back?
Well, I was going to say the laser hair removal, I've been doing that for about a full year too. So now I don't even have to worry about that part because, you know, I don't really like to show up for an appointment with a bush.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a jungle girl. So, you know, there's hope. Sometimes you got to take some time. And as uncomfortable as it is, as much as everybody tells you, oh, just get back there. No, bitch. When you know that you're making raggedy ass decisions, whether it's for yourself or that affect other people, stop, drop, and roll into therapy, okay? And if one therapist ain't working, you keep rolling. Roll with the river.
But Kiki, let them know, how do you know if you're making bad decisions? Because I feel like sometimes women...
I'm unhappy. I am sad. I am crying. I'm starting to feel embarrassed. Or I'm getting an attitude when I vent. This is really the one that I think a lot of people will see first. You vent to your friends, then you start getting an attitude about the response that your friends are giving you. They're telling you the truth. They are giving you advice, unsolicited or not. And you just like, well, I didn't ask her for advice, or she doesn't understand. When you start feeling like all your people looking at you sideways or giving you bad advice, they're probably not giving you bad advice. You're probably in a bad situation and you're making bad choices and they're fed up.
And nobody's trying to make it sound like it's easy. It's not easy.
It's not, it's taking me the whole career of CockTales, so.
Yeah, but
25 years later, I'm still on my journey of being a better me. But hey, it doesn't matter when you start, just start. Because at some point you realize I'm not actually happy with the life that I'm living and I want to change. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. The journey can be beautiful. You can create something beautiful. I was telling Coriel before we started, I was like, you know, I've just been trying to be on this path of let's look at the mistakes and not like beat myself up about them, because I've done that a lot. Even though I would continue to make same ones, I would still beat myself up about it. It was just like an abusive relationship with myself. some beautiful things come from mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't making dumbass decisions, y'all wouldn't be able to laugh at us and talk shit in the comments. Hello? We're helping each other.
Some of the beautiful messages that I get, I'm like, oh, I wasn't a hoe for no reason. I'm doing the Lord's work. Call me Mary. I'm pregnant with Jesus.
Now we're getting farther and farther away.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey, we fall down,
but we get up.
You know it now.
Can you name the episode that we fall down, but we get up?
Yes, that's a good one. Name the episode. I like to say it so I see it in the notes that come up. Name the episode. We fall down, but we get up.
Yes.
Got that? Anyway, you guys, welcome to 2025. I hope that it brings you something good. Send us some messages or leave a comment. Let us know what you leaving behind, who's not coming with you, what's not coming with you, and what is. Like we can, what we leaving,
and what
we're bringing,
and
what are we welcoming.
Oh, that's a good one. What are we welcoming?
Maybe it's something you ain't never had before.
Little booty hole action.
Well, I was thinking I might try escargot, but
okay.
I'm not doing a booty hole action.
Okay, well, I did a little booty hole.
I think I would do booty hole before escargot.
I had a little escargot and a little booty hole. So maybe I need to just figure something else out.
You just need a new location.
Okay. We'll do
and then
that.
you'll find it there. Anyway, before we go, y'all got like a week left to sign up for my trip to Curacao. Please do.
Sign up for the trip to Curacao, y'all.
We're going in March. You want to try something new? You want to treat yourself? Do it. It's going to be a trip. Right now, it's all women. Men are welcome, but it's all women right now. And we're just going to go. We are leaving bullshit behind. We are treating ourselves. We are celebrating ourselves. And we are just coming together to have a good time.
Love that.
Enjoy ourselves, have new experiences, try new food, try new things, meet new people, and just welcome the new and start the year off right in a beautiful place with beautiful sand. The men do look good there. Really, everybody, a lot of people looked really good.
Really?
Like, they're healthy, they're working out, they're moving, beautiful skin, beautiful faces. I was like,
imagine all the people come like on your retreat and then like they meet these beautiful men there and everybody has these amazing one night stands. And y'all are all in the Sky
Lounge. I hope they wrap it up.
You're in the Sky Lounge on the way back to Atlanta and like
everybody is telling me that they was fucking the whole trip.
Everyone. And then like maybe one person's like, but I have an itch.
No, Medina, don't you put that on my damn trip. We're not bringing back no itches. If you got an itches because you got the sunburn because that sun was so good and you didn't want to go inside. I came back with the sunburn. It's fine. Okay. They also have lots of aloe vera farms and excellent sunscreen and other treatments. Anyway, y'all come. We're going to have a blast, okay? And if nothing else, you won't leave hungry.
I love it. Happy New Year. Happy 2025, you guys. I'm calling it Happy 2029. Get your titties done. Get it. 2025.
Oh, I thought you said 2029. I was like, bitch, you did. Time jump.
Did I say 2025? Get your titties done. Get a BBL.
I do want some titties for my birthday. I think I'm gonna do it.
Already got mine.
I know, and they look good. I've seen the nipples all episode. Yeah. They look great.
What I'll be working on 2025 is my face and just making it like way more prettier. So,
So get ready, bitches.
Get ready, bitches.
I think I want to grow my hair out now.
I think I'm going to chop mine off. I think I'm going to do like a Toni Braxton cut.
I think you should do it. I think it'll be cute.
Like an early 90s Toni. I think I'm
going to rock it curly or like get the little curling iron and like.
I think I don't really know. I have to figure it out. I'm not a hair person. So like whatever I get it cut like, I would like to try to maintain that. But then like, I don't know what's going to actually happen. But we'll see. We'll see. And I love you guys and Happy New Year. And I hope that you do all the things that you say you're going to do because this is the year for that. And if you are going through a breakup or if you are leaving somebody behind, a friendship or somebody, I promise you're going to be okay. I promise you're going to be okay.
Well, amen to that. Looking forwards and not backwards. Okay. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for sticking it through with us and listening, supporting in whatever way you do. Sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/CockTales. Make sure you sign up for the book club, sign up for the trips, follow us individually, and most of all, follow us together at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Bean.
And until next week, you guys,
goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.